So for those that don't know how to access it, it's actually going to be in your one login. And I have the one login extension for my toolbar, so it may look a little different for you guys. It might go to a new tab. But for me, what you're going to find is if you have the toolbar like I do, it's going to be under brand guidelines. But if it gets opened in a separate tab, you're going to have like a tile formation. And you might need to click, if you don't see it, you might need to click your apps and select everything. It'll be under brand guidelines as well. So once we click that, it's going to take us to the Realty One Group branding section. You're going to see a whole bunch of tabs or tiles right here. And what you're going to want to do is actually scroll over to the business essentials. It's going to be located right there. So once that finishes loading, you're going to scroll down just a bit and you'll see right here introducing the new One Listing Presentation. This is going to be the file that you want to download, and they have it here. So once we click that, it's going to give you two separate files. It should be. It's going to give you the PowerPoint, and it's also going to give you the PDF. But what the main important part is for customizing it, because of course you want to customize it, is going to be the PowerPoint. So you want to make sure you have Microsoft Office when you're customizing this, or if you're on a machine that does have Microsoft Office or Microsoft PowerPoint at least, so it gives you the ability to customize this. So once we download the file, we're going to open it up, and I already have it opened up right here. And you'll see that we have the pretty much a skeleton or a template that's been already created for us from Realty One Group. So I'm going to go through these one by one and show you what you can customize and what's kind of boilerplated in or what they call it, kind of baked in as a presentation they were going over with it today. And we'll click real quickly. This is about 20-ish slides. Each one has different things you can customize or bring into your own listing presentation. The important thing is with this is giving you the Realty One Group branding that you can adopt, and you can print these or save them individual files and put them in your own listing presentation. It's going to have that Realty One Group presentation for you. So right off the bat from the first page, you'll see right here that we have Realty One Group that says affiliate name here. Anything that you kind of say that you see that says like name here or enter your verbiage, that's pretty much going to be the customizable slot for you. So as you see here, I'm just typing it in, so I don't have to worry about formatting, font, or anything like that. They've already had that pre-built, so it's really simple. Just come in there and change it yourself. Also, if you're familiar with PowerPoint, you can also insert your own photos if you'd like to, if you're going to adopt this with your own branding. And that way it's you can tailor it to your needs. So this is the first page. As you see here, it's pretty vibrant, or it's pretty eye-catching to say the least. But we're gonna go to the second one here. And this one's pretty much, as they would say, like kind of baked in. There's not much you can change unless you're inserting your own images and overlaying on top of it. This is kind of just goes into the One Manifesto or the Realty One Group motto in a way. So this is going to be something you can either leave it or take it out or put it in your own presentation as well. Scrolling on to the third one is the same thing. You have the One Manifesto. So they really don't want this to be changed at all because this is proprietary to Realty One Group. So again, if you like it, take it. If you don't, you can just leave it out. But now we're going to start getting into some of the customization throughout the presentation. So here we have, like, this is slide number 4. It's understanding your wants, needs, and expectations. So here you can enter things like Hey there, how you doing?
I'm great. I just got the brace off.
Oh, good for you.
It's 100% heel.
That's awesome.
So can I use one of these?
Yeah, you use that one right there.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Okay. It shouldn't be too long. I start fixing.
No problem.
Yeah, I have 5 months.
Wow.
From cast to brace, scooter, crutches.
All that fun stuff. We're glad to see you're off it.
I know, me too.
Sorry about that. That's the Realty One Group Camarillo office. So anyways, where was that? Okay, customization. So real quick here, as you can see, we have this verbiage here that we can change out. Enter my info here. So it'd be like whatever your personal what they call it, value you can bring to your clients. You can type it in right there. We'll always answer your calls 24/7. No, I don't want to put that. We already know we do that anyways. But you know, you get what I'm saying, your value prospect that you provide to your clients. And then here, how to actually change these icons. You can actually click it. Let's see, click icon. I should be able to right click it, and there should be an option here where I can actually insert instead of it, or let me see here, that's interesting. So I click that, and now I'm going to insert the picture. And I've actually downloaded some already from the site that I usually mention. It's called Pixabay. That's a site, and I'll actually bring it up here. I'll link into it here. Let's see. It's a site that hosts free stock photos. They have, you know, some you can purchase, but for the most part, if you stay within the free stuff, it doesn't require crediting or anything like that. Like this one, for example, this house, this image in particular gets used a lot, and you actually notice it's the one that's gets used in the sync. That's because it's a free download, and you can just use it for your commercial rights as well. So if you're looking for a website that provides free stock photos, for the most part, it's Pixabay, Pixabay. That's where I go for all of it. And so what we're going to do now is go back into the PowerPoint. And I downloaded some pictures. I'll go to my downloads. I actually had a folder here. Let's see here. I believe this is one. This is mine. So there's little headshots I can put in right there. And then it's going to have my information right here. Like my name is, oh, oops. Let's actually do it this way. So it keeps the font and sizing. Et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can come in there, then you double click this like I did earlier. So once I double click it, it allows me to insert a picture, which is weird. I wonder if I have it right here. So let's go ahead and we'll put my headshot back in there. Awesome. So we can have a little blurb about me with my picture there. Then I will try to, for some reason it's not clear here. Let's see. A little finicky for the most part. See, I think I can just actually insert the picture myself. And then if there's a stock photo that you do like, let's say, just do office. Okay, perfect. So I'll just kind of slide this back a bit and extend it so it covers for the most part, just like so. And so now I have kind of an image that, let's see, it's kind of off there. There we go. Okay, so now I have, like, I was able to edit the verbiage, put my own headshot in there, give a little about myself. So that's how you kind of customize it, and that's how we'll be going through the rest of this presentation. So if you like this, you can add it to your own listing presentation. But again, if you don't have any, then you can go ahead and adopt this for the most part for yourself. Okay, here's probably where it would have been actually better for the headshot. But again, I'll just do it one more time. A little bit about myself. Again, you can customize this any way you want, so it's pretty open for your own interpretation. Why I'm the one, enter about me. Let's see, info about me. I am a millennial, so I know all the tech stuff. We can get, you know how they say that 80, 90% probably goes up every year of buyers come from the internet and home products. So we will get it done. Things like that. Again, if you've been in the business for a long time, you probably already have your value proposition, so you can just copy and paste that in right there. And you have the Realty One Group branding in the back there. So it's all fluid. It all feels like you're going through the same purposely crafted presentation. Nothing seems out of place. We head into slide number 6. You can see here that this is actually going to be more boilerplate. So this is going to be something about Realty One Group, the transactions. Again, you can use this as leverage in your presentation, saying you're backed by Realty One Group. You're a part of a brokerage that's nationwidely known. They have these accolades, et cetera, et cetera. If you see on the right-hand side, actually, PowerPoint is a cool thing that they can actually give you design ideas if you wanted to change it. If you want to play with it, you can, but for the most part, Realty One Group actually already crafted this to their design professionals. So I have 100% absolute faith in what they decide is correct. So marketing strategy, here we go here. We're gonna have the boilerplate stuff on the top right here, which actually, most of the verbiage you can actually double click and edit it yourself. But this is gonna be probably something you wanna edit anyways, depending on what you provide to your clients, what services you provide. You can extend the white border here, make it bigger to give yourself more verbiage. But again, we go back into the customizing the pictures. So if you have like a farm, or if you're getting into a certain area and you have pictures of that, you can go ahead and insert that. And that way, when you're going through the listing presentation or the listing consultation, whichever you want, you can kind of connect or build a rapport based on that. So let's see, we have a home there. See, I got another one. Try to make it more, maybe they have a family. So we're gonna want to touch on that, try to build rapport based on that. So we'll just insert like a picture of a girl looking out inside her house. Maybe there's a buying consultation. This is gonna be the new home. Little things to touch on to build that rapport, or kind of make yourself the same footing, just get that connection, break that barrier down with your potential clients there. And we're gonna go ahead and extend out to, or go ahead and go into slide number 8. First impressions. This is gonna be talking about how important it is when you list your home on the market. Things, I don't wanna get into the whole listing consultation side of things, so we can be here all day, but I just wanna mention that. And again, everything, like as I mentioned, you can insert your own pictures and customize it yourself. Let's see, do I have home, whichever you prefer. And we can go ahead and scroll down. Again, these are more homes. This talks about home staging. Depending on if you provide that or not, you may want to leave that out or skip it entirely. Again, more determining about price. This is going to be boilerplated. This is going to be stuff that, as I mentioned, I keep mentioning it. They had the listing presentation last week with a whole bunch of their Realty One Group affiliates. And so they kept using the term baked in, which I like. So I'll be saying that baked in, as it can't really be changed. But, if you're familiar with this program, I just forgot the name of it, PowerPoint, I'm sure you can, where there's a will, there's a way. You can play around with it and get it figured out. The slide's pretty cool, just provide the market value. This is going to be nice if you're coming into a pricing situation with your clients, especially for listings. You can go ahead and use this. I thought that was pretty cool. As we continue down, you're going to see most of the rest of the stuff is kind of boilerplated things or baked in. It's going to give you just stats. These are something you can use to, again, use the leverage of Realty One Group to give you the backing and support you need. And this is also very good for new agents. A lot of the times new agents will say, well, how do I talk about my experience or my sales? Well, you don't necessarily have to talk about yourself. You can talk about what your brokerage is. And in a way that gives the perception to your clients that you know what you're talking about, and you've been doing this for a while. So here we have this interesting slide here, actually. I want to touch base on this and kind of get off a tangent. If you see here in the center, they were talking about how ListHub, they have a partnership with them, and originally for ListHub, it was not going to get syndicated unless the home value or the sale price, listing price is over $300,000, which here in California, it's going to be probably most likely $300,000. But just recently, they said that they extended that partnership. So no matter the pricing of it, all listings that are on the MLS from Realty One Group agents are going to be syndicated through ListHub no matter what now. So that's going to be taking place in the near future. So look forward to that. Again, here you can have like, see how it says text box for additional content if needed. You can go ahead and list stuff there to say, oh, you can I'm going to be putting your house on my own website, my own blog posts, videos on Facebook, social media, et cetera, et cetera. You can add those right there. Or if you have your own way of doing things, you can add that. Here we can go, it talks about social media. This is important as well. This is going to be kind of boilerplated, but if you have your own image, you can go ahead and drop it over there. Again, this is a nice stock photo, so it goes over the the data points about social media. Here you see 99% of millennials begin the home search online. So that is true. That is going to be what's coming in, for these next couple of years. I'm sure a lot of you have already had transactions with millennials, but they keep saying that's going to be the next big group that decides to buy homes. What's nice is this presentation also talks about the Realty One Group app, which is through the One Login as well. So if you haven't played with that, I would highly suggest going in there and looking into that. And I'll probably actually do a class about that in the future dates. So be on the lookout for that if you need more information. Again, social media, this is going to be where a cool spot. You can actually take this and they have it to where they are. If you notice, they have the buttons there. You can actually come in there and drop your handle, as they call it. If you don't know what a handle is, if you hear people talking about it, that's essentially the end of your address line for your social media, like your Twitter, your Instagram, and your Facebook. So they can just drop the handle or drop your name, and that will be able to easily be found. So just like this. Obviously, I have a long name, so this is going to be funny, but I can just edit it, of course, move it, slide it. All those. They do, let's see, I'm not sure if you don't have, LinkedIn, you can just delete it, just like that, leave it alone. I know most people just have this, the Facebook and the Instagram. I know some have Twitter. Twitter is a funny place for the most part. Okay. Just cut it. Okay. But then again, you can also type it right there. You come over here, select your own image. I'm just keep going to the top and clicking the templated format, and then I'm just going to go to the top here and select insert. We can do, let's see what we have here, workplace, social media, kind of like a think tank, whatever you find that's good for your presentation, you can go ahead and drop in there. Again, some more backing about Realty One Group. Here's going to be testimonials. So you can go ahead and you can copy and paste it, especially if you have like old Zillow reviews or Facebook reviews. You can just go in there, copy it, drop it right in here. You'll be good to go. And then we're going to get more into just the standard listing presentation stuff. Additional marketing, achieving success together, or was it just lost it? Greater success faster in this together. It's going to be all the accolades and the awards Realty One Group has won. And again, as I mentioned earlier, you can use this as leverage for your clients. Then we also have some extra slides in here that they provided. If you want to add your own presentation or your own information on there, maybe you've had certain awards or you're professional in this other aspect as well, or if you have any other designations as a realtor, you can put them in there and pretty much just customize it yourself. And that gets to the end of the presentation. So as you see here, it's about 25 slides. And for the most part, if you just spend maybe 30 minutes to an hour, you can come in here one by one and really dial this down and customize it to your specific needs. Or, like I mentioned earlier, you can just take the individual slides once you're done customizing them and go ahead and add it to your own listing presentation. But for the most part, it's pretty simple. Again, if you came in late, you don't know where to access this, you just log into your One Login, your brand guidelines, and over here at the bottom right, you're going to see business essentials. And you'll see the download option right here for the one listing presentation. But for the most part, that's going to be it for this kind of short overview. There's not much to go over once you understand the process of how to customize it and edit it, especially with PowerPoint and how they have it. It's pretty intuitive. But I will open it for any questions if you guys have any questions, or if you have any suggestions as well with things you've done in the past that have worked for you. Go ahead and you can either type it in chat, or if you have your mic on, you can talk about it as well. Let me see on my chat here. Oops. Oh no, I just lost my chat bar. Let me actually do this here. Okay. Well, I think we are all done with the questions. I'm going to actually be, this is recorded, so I'm going to be dropping it into our Facebook and our YouTube page. So that way, if anyone needs to go back and check it out again, we'll be able to do that for you guys. So thank you for tuning in for this extra special tech class on a Friday afternoon. And I will see you guys on Tuesday.
Thanks, Sean.